Dear students, welcome to this tele-teaching program by EduSat. Today, we are going to discuss or we are going to teach your 10th class prose at the high school. As you know, it is all about our national or father of the nation Mahatma Gandhi and how he has been at school and what he was doing in the school, all the things that we will discuss. First of all, you see, and this is derived from his book, important book, that is My Experiment with the Truth. It is an autobiography by Mahatma Gandhi. One after another, we will discuss about the chapter, and first of all, we are going to see about Mahatma Gandhi, that he was born on 2nd October 1869 at Porbandar. It is very obvious that all of you know he was the prominent leader for independence, and also he has written many books. One of is the My Experiment with Truth, and from the Experiment with Truth and it has been derived. Then you see, we will start our topic. Here you will see Gandhi was not a bad boy in the school, or Gandhi was not a bad student at the school. His teachers loved him and he always had a good certificate of progress and character. He had ever won awards and scholarship in early school years. However, he gave all his credit of his achievements to his good luck rather than his ability. We have to discuss this. From the beginning, when Gandhi was going to school at his early age, he was getting certificates or good certificates, and he possessed a very good character, and whenever he was winning any prizes or any scholarship, and he was very much thankful to his good luck rather than his ability. Understood? For his achievement, he was very much thankful to his good luck rather than his ability. He was very much astonished how he got the prizes or how he got the rewards. It was the childhood at the time of when he was going in the school. After that, what we will see? You see, Gandhi was very cautious about his character. As you know, character is very important of our life. Even the slightest defect in his character brought tears in his eyes. When he received punishment, he wept piteously. When he was in the 7th standard, he was convicted of lying and was ordered to pay a fine. That one we will discuss about the character and about the fine. And what is there, you see, from the beginning he was very much guarded his character. Character is the priceless gift of a human being. If anything, even the slightest defect in his character, and that brings tear in his eyes, and whenever he received any type of punishment, he was crying or wept very piteously. Why that happened? When he was in the standard 7, or in standard 7 means class 7, he was convicted of lying and was ordered to pay a fine. That harassed him. He had never told any lie in his life, but at that time he was convicted that he is telling lie. So, order was given to pay the fine. That he was very much astonished how he has been received that fine, or how he have to pay the fine. Okay, you see about the Mahatma Gandhi's character, he was guiding his character in every steps, in every point of view. Next slide we have to go. At that time when he was in school, his headmaster was Mr. Dorabji Idulji Jemi. Then you see the then headmaster Mr. Dorabji Idulji Jemi made gymnastic and cricket compulsory. Gandhiji did not like both. He had a notion that gymnastic had nothing to do with education. We have to discuss only according to the summary. The headmaster was very much principle, a man of principle. Who? The headmaster Mr. Dorabji Idulji Jemi. He made compulsory gymnastic and cricket for the upper classes. At that time what? Gandhiji disliked both. Both means he did not like gymnastic and cricket. What he was doing? And also he had a wrong idea, or he had a notion that gymnastic had nothing to do with the education, but that was not right. As we know, game and sports are the integral part of education, but at that time when Gandhiji was at high school, he disliked both playing cricket and also gymnastic. So, he was always trying to avoid both the things, that is gymnastic and cricket, though it was compulsory for upper classes boys. What happened then? Very interesting thing, you see please. So, he wanted to serve his father as a nurse after school instead of going to gymnastic classes. One Saturday, the cloud deceived him. He reached late. When everyone left, he was marked absent and fined 1 or 2 annas. What happened there? You see, Dorabji Idulji Jemi was a very peaceful person. What happened there? One Saturday, there was cloud in the sky, everywhere there was cloud. And he was also interested to serve his father every time. So, not going to the gymnastic class to serve his father. So, one Saturday what happened? There was no watch and the cloud deceived, and the class was at 4. When he reached there means when he reached at the gymnastic classes, all are left, all the students left the class, and Mr. Dorabji Idulji Jemi marked him absent and also fined 1 or 2 annas. You see, that was the most interesting thing, how he has been convicted of lying. Mr. Dorabji Idulji Jemi did not listen a word of Gandhi. Why? He came late, or he marked him as absent in the class. Go to the next slide, you see. For this, Gandhiji was convicted of lying. He could find no way to prove his innocence and cried in deep anguish. He realized that a man of truth should also be a man of care. In the end, the fine was exempted. You see, he was very particular in all respect. Whenever he could not able to reach the class and the gymnastic class at the right time, he was fined there. He could not prove his innocence there. Understood? And then he realized the man of truth should also be the man of care. Though you are very much truth, you should be care. If you not care, then no one will believe you. So, he realized at that time a truth person, a truth man should always be care about or very much sincere about his duty. In the end, whenever his father wrote a letter to Mr. Dorabji Idulji Jemi that he needed Gandhi after the school, at that time his fine was exempted. Understood? So, dear friends, dear students, you remember, whenever you are in truth, you should be very much careful about your activities or about your works. Though it is a big one, I have summarized it very nicely. As you see, as a student, when Gandhi never gave much importance to good handwriting, he thought it was not a necessary part of education like the game. When he saw the beautiful handwriting of South African people, then he understood that good handwriting was an integral part of education. Now, his opinion was that children should first be taught to draw different objects before they learn writing. Very important about the handwriting. He is stating about handwriting. You see how bad handwriting Gandhi had. As a student, he did not possess the good handwriting. Gandhi has not good handwriting. Their handwriting copy is there. You see, one copy is pasted. He thought it is not necessary for education. But whenever he went to South Africa, as you know, there he marked that good handwriting of the South African people. There he realized that good handwriting is the integral part of education. There he understood that good handwriting was an integral part of education. So, right now he had been advised to all the people or all the children that when children going to school, before that he or she should first taught to draw the different objects before they learn the writing. So, good handwriting, he is in the opinion that everyone, every child should taught to draw the different objects that he or she sees in the day to day life. Then after that we should taught him the alphabet, that is your ABCD or our Odia or English or any language is there. So, you remember, my friends, first of all, handwriting is the basic thing for the children. The proper way of handwriting is very important. Then we have the next slide. Then about the teacher. Sanskrit was not his favorite subject. Besides, the Sanskrit teacher was also a hard taskmaster. On the other hand, the Persian teacher, who was more lenient and considerate. Student thought that the Persian was easier than Sanskrit. That tempted Gandhi, and he once sat in the Persian class. When the Sanskrit teacher learnt about this, he called Gandhi and kindly told him that being the son of a Vaishnava father, he should learn the language of his own religion. Okay, what is that, you remember? There is a rivalry between the Persian teacher and the Sanskrit teacher. He had a wrong notion, though the other students persuade or other friends persuade him that the Sanskrit teacher was a hard taskmaster. On the other hand, the Persian teacher is more lenient, easy, very considerate. So, students thought that Persian was easier than Sanskrit. So, one day Gandhiji went to the Persian class and sat there, and that the news came to the Sanskrit teacher, and the Sanskrit teacher was very much sad to know about the matter, and he called Gandhiji to him and persuade as or said that you know that you are the son of a Vaishnava father, and it is your duty or you should learn the language of your own religion. That means you should learn Sanskrit. So, that he was very much kind to the language. Then he started learning Sanskrit, and he felt also very shame there, and at that time, so he tried to learn Sanskrit one after another. And with this we conclude this part. Next we will continue. As we just discussed about the Persian teacher and the Sanskrit teacher. Next we will go to our next slide, then we will discuss these things. You see, his teacher's affection and the kind words shamed Gandhi. He took interest in Sanskrit in the latter stage in his life. It made easier for him to read and understand our sacred books, and was grateful to his Sanskrit teacher Krishna Shankar Pandya. Then what here it is there? Whenever the Sanskrit teacher persuade Gandhi to come to the Sanskrit class and learn Sanskrit, and everything will be easy for him, that kind words or the kind affection of the Sanskrit teacher persuade him to go to the Sanskrit class. One after another, he took interest in Sanskrit. In the latter stage, he acquired the vast knowledge in Sanskrit, which made him very easy to understand the sacred books or the holy books, and he was very much grateful. Gandhi was very much grateful to his Sanskrit teacher Krishna Shankar Pandya. If he had not been to that Sanskrit class, it may be the great loss in Gandhi's life. Understood? This is the whole summary. Then one after another we will go to the question answer. You see, what is that? We have to know what is a biography. As I have discussed, you also know, still we have to know from the examination point of view what is a biography. A biography is the life of the person written by someone else. Biography, you remember, if someone will write the life of other, that will be the biography. Understood? But on the contrary, what is an autobiography? An autobiography is an account of a person's life written by that person. That means the person himself or herself write about the life, that is autobiography. That this at the high school where it has been derived, my experiment with truth, that is the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. Is it clear the difference between biography and autobiography? Autobiography here means the account of a person's life written by that particular person. Then we go to the question number 3. What sort of certificate were sent to Gandhi's parents? Your answer will be certificates of progress and character were sent to his parents. Generally, at the completion of the examination, certificates of progress and character generally sent to the parents. It was also practiced there, means practice at the Gandhi's high school, that is at the Porbandar there. Question number 4. Who did Gandhi thank more for his scholarship? He thanked his good luck more than his scholarship. That means whenever he was getting any scholarship, he was very much getting astonished. What is that? By chance or due to his good luck, he was getting the scholarship. Then we have the next question, please. Next slide is there. Question number 5. What was made compulsory for the upper standard boys? We have already discussed. What was made compulsory for upper standard boys? Your answer is gymnastic and cricket were made compulsory for upper standard boys. As we have discussed, who made it compulsory? The then headmaster Dorabji Duljijimi made gymnastics and cricket compulsory for the upper standard boys or the upper standard students. Okay, this is clear to you. Then you come to the question number 6. What was the reason for Gandhiji's dislike for cricket and gymnastics? That means why or what may be the reason? What may be the reason Gandhiji did not like both cricket and gymnastics? His shyness, he was very shy, he was very shy, so that we can say his shyness was the reason for his dislike for cricket and gymnastics. He was not interested to take part in both the games. So, our answer will be what the main, his shyness was the main reason for his dislike for cricket and gymnastics. Question number 7. Why did Gandhi get to school late? What was the reason? He got to school late because he had no watch and the clouds deceived him, that we have discussed. One day when there was a gymnastic class at 4 or after the school, he reached the school after 4 o'clock, because there are two reasons. One is he had no watch, another is there was clouds. Whenever he reached there, the class was over. So, we can say that Gandhiji had no watch and also the cloud also deceived him, so that he could not reach at the class in time. Then we go to question number 8. How was the fine exempted in the end? Fine was imposed by the then headmaster. So, the fine was exempted in the end when his father wrote a letter to his headmaster. Okay? It is clear. How did the fine exempted? The fine exempted whenever Gandhiji's father wrote a letter to the headmaster and the headmaster realized, then the fine was exempted and Gandhiji did not pay the fine. Okay? Next slide please, we will see the important questions we are discussing. Question number 9, you see, what was his earlier notion on handwriting? Notion here means the idea. Answer will be, his earlier notion on handwriting was that good handwriting was not a necessary part of education. Understood? From the beginning, because he did not possess good handwriting. Understood? He did not possess any good handwriting. So, that he was a wrong idea that good handwriting has nothing to do with the education. Then question number 10. Why did Gandhiji consider Sanskrit harder than geometry? Gandhiji considered Sanskrit harder than geometry because there was nothing to be memorized in geometry, whereas everything has to be memorized in Sanskrit. Two things there. In geometry nothing to memorize, in Sanskrit many things had to memorize. So, that he was in the opinion that Sanskrit is harder than geometry. And question number 11, what tempted Gandhi to sit in the Persian class? The boys used to talk about the Persian was very easy and the Persian teacher was very good and considerate. The easiness tempted him to sit in the Persian class. Is it clear to you? What the students or the friends of Gandhi tempted him to say that Persian is very easy and the Persian teacher was also very good. That easiness tempted him to sit in the Persian class. So, Gandhiji was in the opinion that Persian was easy and also Sanskrit was very much difficult. With this, we conclude this chapter that at the high school. If you have any doubt, you can consult me or you can go to the questions, and thank you. Have a nice day.